good, because I'm recording. Hello! Long time no see, because I've not posted a video in about 2 months. Sorry about that. This is also something I wouldn't normally do, and this is the first time I've ever done it. I'm returning to something that I reviewed for the Amazon Vine customer review program. So this is a review of something I have received free through that program. I haven't been paid to do it, and my views are my own. And what I'm going to talk about is Bissell, which is it's a vacuum basically, and they do a multi-reach. It's quite a nice unit, and we had this late 2014, and it broke. Now that's fine. I mean, we had the unit for just shy of 18 months, or just under there, and we'd moved it around, we'd used it a lot, and it broke. So I got hold of Bissell and I said, hey, I'm a reviewer, I had this, it broke. Would you like it back so you can take it apart and see what went wrong to help other people that might buy it? They said, yeah, please send it us. But better than that, they said, tell you what, just wrap it up, leave it outside your front door somewhere, and we'll have a courier pick it up for you. And sure enough, it vanished. We had no idea if they'd, taken it off us or we'd been robbed. We had no idea. Until this showed up. A brand new one. A whole new brand new package. We didn't even expect this. And I'm going to unbox it for you guys now, because I didn't record the first unboxing. So, just out of view, I'm going to cut the top. They're very nice boxes. And obviously we kept our original box. So it was perfect for storing it and storing all the parts of it. Now there are a lot of parts with one of these. You've got, obviously it's a handheld unit. But it's a handheld unit that also contains an upright element. So that's quite useful. And it's quite heavy. So the actual model we've got here is the Multireach Ion Plus. And I've dropped it already. Oh, it is heavy. So we've got a giant egg carton inside that's absolutely jam-packed full of a Bissell. So let's have a look at this. We've got multi-reach, just information. There's no cover letter, so they've literally sent it out. Now, this is the base to the charging station. You literally clip it together, and then the charger plugs in through a circle here. You can just see the wall through it. So the charger comes in through this little notch here. It goes through and through the side. It can come out of this notch either, so it can be either way as well. You have the vertical element, you see, and this, you actually put all the pipes on that. It's very useful. And you'll notice I'm keeping all the wrapping again, because I've got to be honest, you don't expect, in this day and age, you don't expect customer service as we received. So that's the first pipe. And this is the head piece, the interchangeable head piece of the reach item. So this actually clips on and off. Now the previous version that we had didn't do this, so this is an upgrade. Now here's the first brilliant thing. Can you see this here? If you flip this back to unlocked and then lift this up, if I can do that, you see it popped open? See that? You can change the whole bristle. So if this breaks, you can change it. But better than that, and I hope it's in here, they include this quite firm one, a really soft one, like it's like a nylon. They're all artificial fibre, but then you can change them. So if you're going to do your drapes or do your furniture with the handheld to get a bit of a scrub, you're not going to damage the fibres. And then it's just a one shot, simple, plug the back in, line it up, push it in, and then clip this back down like that. And you can change the bristle, which is great. I think it's just something that's been thought about, and it's something I don't see other brands do. I'm just looking what this piece is. So this is one of the extension pieces. So this is an extension piece with a brush to help you clean things as well as you could. So you could just be having a suck through, or you can push this through and pull that out. Because I've said the word suck, the wife thing. Don't know which bit to get first. So there we go. Here's the rest of the charging upright. So let's put this together. So here's the base, and it literally just pushes into place like that. And you've now got the charging. You can hang the whole unit on this. You've got just, well, this is actually screwed together, but you don't need to screw it together. It's just pushed. That's just pushed on there. And obviously, as I say, the charger then plugs into the now filled hole there. Extremely lightweight, can tuck in a corner, absolutely no problem. It doesn't hang on a wall though. That's probably one thing I'll say. It doesn't hang on a wall. Though we've always had ours freestanding. So now I'll move this aside. Here is the main piece. So before I get into this, there is another attachment for doing your carpet edges, which we'll leave in here. And here is the power pack. Now it is a pretty standard barrel connected power pack. It isn't anything special. So it's a standard, almost like a laptop power charger, barrel, positive internal, negative external, I believe. And it outputs 34 volts, 1000 milliamps. So it's 1 amp. And yeah, it's not a big deal. It's not a massive power draw. So we'll just leave that there a second. And now there is another hose and another hose. These are all solid single state hoses. So put that aside. This though is the big bit, the important bit. So this is the multi-reach. This is the actual thing. And that's why it's called the multi-reach, because from this trigger you can, I'll get it in shot, you can straighten it and it just holds itself straight. You can hold the whole thing, pull the trigger and you can bend it. And it's not useful in any way like they sort of intimate on the screen. If I actually just change this picture here, you'd think, oh, it swings about, but this is actually really good for storing it, because this engages with the charger. That's the dog in the background. So this engages here. You see, it's on the charging the dock. That's the other dog barking. And obviously this is then hooked down, so it can store under your stairs, store out the way, no problem. Wife had one job during this video, and that was to keep the dogs quiet. She's failed. So there they are, troublemakers. But then you've done with this. This is also, you've got power on. Maybe I can't get in the shot. Power on, and then speed up, speed down. So how much actual volume of air is being sucked through the unit, and then roll it on or off is fantastic. And then the edge reach turns on an edge sucking. So once you've got the actual, so if I actually attach this, the head on, which just pushes on, by the way, it does detach here. So if I pull that clip, it detaches again. So you can have this with the extension nozzles. That's when you have these very long pipes, they go in there as well, basically. So it gets massively long. I mean, this is, you know, well, I'm 5'10". It's at least 5 foot, isn't it? That's 5 foot long with one item. If you've got a mansion to clean and need to do the chandeliers, this is probably the unit to get. I don't have a mansion and it's not a chandelier. But the great thing is, so once you've got this alone, and you can use this on, off, the power up and down, pull it off though, and it's a handheld as well. So here you've got power on, power off. There are no bristles on this bit. There are no power up, power down like on the main unit. So this is now just another part of the dock. You can plug the charger directly into the handheld unit here. No problem whatsoever. It does not need to be on that base. You can just have this on a worktop, no problem whatsoever. And it's not that noisy. That may have been very noisy for you, but it's not that noisy. I will say though, it's not a cyclone. So if we push this button, that releases, and I've opened something. And this is the motor and the battery unit. So this is the piece that went a bit funny on our first unit. The first unit we had was blue, so this is the first time we've seen a black unit. Black and orange highlight, it's not bad at all. I'll just try and work out what I've done with my PC then. So you have this as the dust collector, and there is a little door there, a little flap, you see? So once it's sucking up, that's opening. This is the filter part though, and this is the piece that most worried us first time around, didn't it? Because you've got this little cloth filter. Now it does just rinse clean, it's no big deal. This catches the larger bits, this catches the filter bits. We had done some plastering with the last unit, and it did stop the plaster dust getting through the motor, which was fine and dandy. And this just pushes back in, I hope. Oh, that way around. So I'm just using these two little finger pulls to just pull it loose. It's absolutely no problem. So washable filter, actually on the plastic. And then you push this back in here. And again, it only goes in one way round. And we hook the bottom on. Ooh, which it won't. There we go. Ah, great demonstration. I've got it wrong somehow. Oh, my filter's not in yet. There we go. It does just need to clip in. It's brand new, literally out of the packet, so it's a little bit stiff, that was all. Oh, and it only goes one way. Push that down. We attach that to the hook. And in it goes. And it's, did you notice there's no click? It just sort of plungs together. So that's that. We will now just plonk this on. So on here, you see there's a rubber grommet. The rubber grommet stops the vacuum power from being lost. So then that's that docked, and we can use this handle. Turns it on and off. Okay, now the LEDs. Okay. So the LEDs indicate the amount of charge you've got. There are three blue LEDs, which indicate charge. When it's really low, they flash. When it's ultra low, they're red. No big deal. When there's an error, and I know this unfortunately, flashes red, and it doesn't do anything. So that's the Multireach Ion Plus. And the last thing I'll show you is I will dock this with the bristles, and we will turn this on. And then there you can see, I can control them. So I was able to control whether the bristles rotate from the handheld. Now, because I'm sat down, I can't explain, but having used this for quite a long time before, it has a really nice angle. Because of being able to hold on to this distant handle or pull it loose as a handheld unit, it's really quite nice. It's quite nice to hold. As a single handheld, this has a little bit of heft to it, but I'll say it's not as heavy as other units we've had. And because you've got the weight is here, the weight is basically at the wrist here. So as long as I'm using this straight on, even at an angle, it isn't uncomfortable at all. It feels nice to hold on to. You can angle it however you like, really, but the feel is quite nice. As in, the feel of this handle is lovely. And that concludes this return of a review to the Bissell Multireach Ion Plus. We like this, and I am very impressed with the customer service. I guess, just like insurance, you never know how good it's going to be until something goes wrong. This went wrong, and the customer service was superb. I'll leave you there, folks, and let's hope the dogs don't fight again.